So we've all got the dock open. We're all ready. The button has been going for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
Which means, hello and welcome to Supernatural Selection. I'm your host, Kevin. With me this week are Mike the Skeptic. Mike, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, like normal.
Yeah. Well, thank you, by the way, for helping me earlier with my Proton Pack stickers.
That's not all I helped you with.
What are you implying?
You'll find out later.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm terrified now.
I'm
Does
just
it-
messing with you. I don't have
Oh.
anything.
Damn, I thought it was going to involve space Italians.
Oh.
Anyway, we've also got Mr. David Davis. David, how are you?
I'm doing okay. You'll get that thing that I did for you later.
God damn you two. Fuck.
You know, Mike won't commit, but I will.
Oh, yeah, you'll commit, and you'll commit to the bit, too.
Mm-hmm. No, we're all good over here.
Yeah.
I got a really good deal on 11 seasons of The Walking Dead for $10.
Jesus Christ.
So I just wrapped up season 4, and I picked up the thing like
Yeah.
3 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I just it's too hot to do anything. So most of the day I'm just on the couch with a fan watching The Walking Dead.
I just picture you on a fainting couch with someone, like, fanning you,
God, I wish, man.
and you just go, I've got the vapors, and just falling.
It's a dry heat out here right now.
It's dry heat. I've got the evaporations.
Right.
There we go.
Moisture evaporators.
Yeah. Oh God, man, I got the new. You know what? This is for the other show, but I got the new thing for Power Wash Simulator, and it's Star Wars, and I am in the middle
that's
of
fun.
I'm in the middle of spray cleaning an AT-AT. So that's cool. So,
That's funny.
guys,
Mhm.
we have an episode this week. I got a
Shit.
script done, and I'm excited about it. So,
Hooray.
this episode is entitled WTF UFO,
Okay.
and the last few times we've the last few times we dived into UFOs and aliens and stuff, it's gotten a little serious for me. Like, you know, the Betty and Barney Hill thing was a lot of fun, but, like, I take that abduction very seriously.
You know, and this whole thing started with like communion.
Yeah. Yeah, like, yeah.
Yeah, we were all very uncomfortable at the end of that one.
Yeah, I feel like I might have botched that one a little bit. Taking it a little too seriously. I tried to make Betty and Barney a little more fun, but it was still something I take very seriously.
It's a Piper Cub.
It's a goddamn Piper Cub! And I decided that this week we're going to look into two, let's go with sillier instances from the early days of flying saucers, back when they were called flying saucers. So these are both from sometime, like, before I don't want to say it's before the Greys, but I want to say it's back before the Greys were in the public zeitgeist, you know, before Betty and Barney Hill got the Greys stuck in everybody's craw.
So we're talking like maybe late 1940s, early 50s.
It's mostly late 50s, early 60s.
Oh, okay.
Except for the last one. The last one does go into, like, the late 60s, but, like, this dude was already committed to the bit by 65, so. But this deals with aliens that are distinctly more human than we're used to, guys. And I don't even mean the Nordics. We're talking about the Space Brothers type thing, for the most part. That era, which I'm gonna do an episode about the Space Brothers. We're gonna talk about how they're all from, like, Mars and Venus and Jupiter.
You know, Kevin,
Those-
I'm a child of the '80s, so when I hear Space Brothers, you know, kind of get some not great thoughts.
Oh yeah,
Those freaked out brothers, man.
Not great, but not. It sounds vaguely racist, is what I meant to say.
ah, okay,
Like blaxploitation sci-fi.
the brother from space kind of thing. I gotcha. That's understandable.
It's like sounds like the title of a blaxploitation film.
You know, man, not to, you know what? I'm going to save this for distraction hole, the thing I was about to talk about. I'm not even going to get into it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a TV show on, like, the WB, and it was bad.
Okay.
Homeboys from Outer Space. We're going to move on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah.
Poor James Doohan. Anyway, our first story tonight is pretty unique in that there is some physical evidence, kind of, sort of. And the aliens are shockingly human. Like, very specific ethnic human.
Oh, boy.
So, let me talk about my sources this week. The first one is not unexplained, believe it or not.
Oh.
But it is by Jerome Clark. It is a book called Hidden Realms, Lost Civilizations, and Beings from Other Worlds. And where unexplained is interesting with a few, and, you know, very educational and skeptical, but wanting to believe and, you know, has a little bit of Clark's personality in there. Hidden Realms he is just on point as a catty bitch. It is fucking hilarious reading him tear this shit apart because it's all stuff like what I'm about to talk about. I also at one point had a book about the pancakes, which that'll make sense soon. But I can't find the story in any of my literature for some reason. Like, I got worried this shit got Mandela'd.
Oh, yeah.
Until I did a search online and found like 5 or 6 different articles about it and just read it until I found all the details I remembered. I have not listed them.
Are we talking like one universe is pancakes and another universe is crepes?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe in the other universe they're Belgian instead. I don't know. Which would be funny to have aliens with Belgian waffles. And now I want waffles.
I had waffles.
Oh, you fucker, you. I may have to get the giant box of waffles at Costco tomorrow.
Oh, man, I'm craving an Eggo now.
Oh, same. So our first story is called Pancakes from Beyond.
Okay.
So, you know, set the tone for us there.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, let's set the Wayback Machine to April 18th, 1961, near Eagle River, Wisconsin. So,
Oh, Wisconsin, eh?
oh yeah, you big hoser there. We're a bunch of cheeseheads up here, and now we get these aliens showing up, and they're scaring the cows. So, it's late morning in this story, to be exact, and one Joe Simonton, a farmer, was having a late breakfast in the kitchen of his farmhouse.
You just gave me flashbacks to Welcome to Night Vale. Whenever they mention the farmer guy, a farmer.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a Night Vale fan. That'll happen.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yep. So anyway, he's having breakfast in the kitchen of his farmhouse.
Now, did he actually have pancakes for breakfast?
You know what? It doesn't say, but I'm willing to wager this was a sausage and biscuit man.
With gravy?
No, probably just sausage and biscuit with a little bit of jelly, I would imagine. Very
Okay, no, that's fair.
Yeah. He seems like a simple kind of man.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I've had like the McDonald's sausage biscuit with like some of the grape jelly on it. That shit's so good.
Oh yeah, man, McDonald's kills it with those breakfasts.
The only
And
thing
you.
The only thing I like from McDonald's is breakfast.
Yep, same. Now, Joe seems to have lived a very solitary life. Nowhere in the lore at all can I actually find any reference to a wife, children, siblings, or even like a bizarrely fond farmhand living with him. Like, Joe appears to have lived on his own on this farm in 1960s Wisconsin.
I mean, he could grow corn, but he couldn't grow a family.
Ouch. Goddamn, son. That's harsh.
Yeah.
So, Joe was having a late breakfast, late for a farmer, when he heard a terrible commotion out in the yard. And at first, I thought that the text that I was reading meant farm animals, but no. It was a horrible mechanical sound, guys. And when Joe ran to the window, he saw the source of that sound. I had to do meters to foot conversion, so this is not exact, but floating about 13 feet above his yard, Joe saw a 30-foot wide, glowing chrome flying saucer roughly in the shape of a hamburger.
I've yet to hear about a single pancake.
Fair, but we'll get there.
Okay.
You gotta be
You
patient.
promised pancakes. You promised pancakes.
I promised pancakes, and we're gonna get to pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
Did I mention Joe lived alone?
Yeah. Yes, you did.
Okay, because...
I dunked on him for it.
Yeah, because
Fuck that farmer.
that's what probably explains what he did next.
Okay.
You see, Joe wasn't afraid of the flying saucer, guys. He wasn't worried. No. No, Joe was curious about the clanking and glowing object defying gravity over his farm, so he stepped out into the yard to get a better look at it.
Oh, that's a bit queer, ain't it?
Oh, it's kind of weird up there. Is that some kind of newfangled cow? I can only assume that Joe's sudden presence below was observed by whoever was in the flying saucer, because the noisy-ass metal hamburger descended to the ground and a hatch opened.
It's a bunch of guys from the Ag Hall taking this thing for a joyride.
Now, I can only assume that Joe's... sorry, I'll reread that. Now this, gentlemen, is where the aliens enter the story, and I need to preface this by explaining that over the years, I had forgotten these particular aliens and what they looked like.
Did they look like pancakes?
No. You're just... Man. Mike, are you upset that I'm not at pancakes yet?
No, you told me about the pancakes already, so I'm,
Yeah.
I know where the pancakes fit into it.
You know how the pancakes fit into it, you see.
Yeah. So I'm just biding my time.
Yeah. Well, see, for a while, in my memory, I thought that these were just some grays. But then I remembered when this was happening. And it was actually 5 months before the Hills were abducted. Like, literally the same year, 5 months before the Hills were abducted, and the concept of grays would enter the public consciousness. So, whatever this was, it didn't know what to look like yet. And then...
Interesting you phrased it that way.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with that.
Uh-huh. We're getting to the super spectrum again.
Yeah.
So, for a while, I also thought that these guys were tiny little fairy men, Because there are some interesting Fae similarities coming up. But I don't know if they do or don't match the general idea. They are small, but not tiny, maybe. David, when we get to this, you can give me your thoughts on that. Mike, you can as well. I know you're not our Fae expert, but yeah, I'm sure you have some ideas. At any rate, they were neither of these two creatures. The hatch to the flying saucer opened, and standing there on the ramp was one of several 5-foot-tall Italians dressed head to toe in blue spandex like something out of a Primus video. And he was holding a bucket.
Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi. Wah.
Wah. Now, Mike.
Yeah.
When was spandex invented again? If you would be so kind to elucidate us on the history of spandex.
I looked it up earlier. You should have warned me I would need to look this up.
But where's the fun in that? I want to say you told me it was like the late 50s, but...
58. That's when it was invented,
Yeah.
It was 58. It was commercialized, if I remember correctly, in like 61 or 62.
Okay, so this year.
So, and it was like a big fashion show, I think, where it was first really used, I think was in like 61 or 2. So it would have been very cutting edge.
Yeah, not something easily gotten for a prank.
Probably not.
Okay, so now I understand that these guys showing up in their spandex sounds a little bit like the start of an interstellar sex tour. But I'm asking you all to bear with me for a moment.
They bring in a pasta from planet Ragu.
I am so glad you're doing this horrible stuff because I didn't want to do it. Did you just do wah?
Yes. Wah! Spaghetti in the bucket.
So, the short Italian man in blue spandex, as mentioned, stood there holding what Joe would describe as some kind of bucket. A space bucket, if you will. Excuse me. Now, I have seen depictions of this bucket in paintings.
Okay.
And most of them depict it as a sort of first place in the bowling tournament kind of cup thing. You know, your first place winner golden cup thing. I don't know. I guess that's the spaciest thing the artist could think of.
I don't fucking know what a space bucket is, Gary. Throw some Flash Gordon crap on it.
No, it's got to have those like concentric like rings around it,
Right, right.
and maybe like a little like pointy end with a ball at the end,
or like an upside down Devo hat.
Yeah, it's got to be stepped.
Yeah,
Our bucket technology is light years ahead of yours.
Now, the next important thing to bring up is that Joe said none of these little guys spoke.
A group of Italians?
Now, I don't know if they were mutes, as one of the articles I read claims, or if they communicated with their minds, or if they just didn't see a point in talking to Joe if all you'd hear was a bunch of bleeps and bloops.
It's kind of like you ever play the Mario and Luigi RPG games when they talk?
And what do? Just say pasta? Wow, that's awful.
Yes. Oh, it's fantastic. It's adorable.
Now, the detail, though, is important to remember that they don't talk, because that's about to become important in a moment.
Given they were space Italians, I'm pretty sure it was all just pinched finger gestures.
I kind of thought that, too. The what's the matter for you kind of thing, but, like, without the accents. So, the little fella used the bucket to enact a complex series of gestures and pantomime to communicate to Joe something like, "Hey, bro, can we get some water? We're kind of fucked."
Our spaghetti, she's too dry.
God damn it. I'm just picturing, this tiny little dude with a space bucket being like trying to
I've seen Mario use buckets in his video games. You're not telling me that this isn't visitors from the Mushroom Kingdom.
Okay, that's true. Little mushroom dude might show up. I don't know. So Joe, lonely and bored Joe, decided to be kind and fetch the little man a pail of water using the space bucket. And honestly, we should all try to be more like Joe, right, guys?
Like, how did he know how to use it? It's a space bucket.
Well, I'm sure it has like one big open end where what you put the water or other liquid.
It is, in fact,
now
a bucket.
What I'm worried about is the fact that our water might not be compatible with space water.
I'd not thought of that, Mike. That's a very good point.
Your water is too hard.
Or soft. Or lacking in, more deuterium.
This water doesn't have enough sodium. We should have stopped in Arkansas. Anyway. So the Italian from space then handed Joe the bucket. And Joe proceeded to fill the bucket from the outdoor water pump. Now, I have never used one of these pumps, but for the Utes out there, do either of you guys want to explain what the fuck a water pump is? And I don't mean the kind in a Chevy.
It's a thing, right? So you have this in if you have water, you need to move above the ground. You use a pump to move the water from below the ground to above the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can actually use pumps to move water sideways as well.
My God.
Isn't it just like displacing pressure?
I don't know.
By pumping the actual pump itself, it creates pressure that forces or pulls the water up into the spout.
So there's a lot of different ones. The typical like kind of farmy hand pump, from what I understand, it's basically just kind of like literally a cup in a tube that when you pull the handle up, it just pushes the cup down to where the water is. Well, down a little, not like down, but like, I'm guessing it has like an airtight seal so the water gets sucked back up. But then when you push it down, it comes up and, pulls that little bucket load of water up.
So, welcome to the... Sorry, go ahead, David.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to remember this part of Super Mario Galaxy 2.
God damn it. I was going to say, welcome to the Pumpcast.
Yes.
But I don't know. We're not that much older. Go watch a Looney Tune or something.
I think I've used a water pump before.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to remember when, but I'm familiar with the operation enough, and I recall seeing myself do that one time.
I think there's one at like the Ag Museum or something like that. Maybe it didn't work at the time, but I do remember like pumping one before.
Okay, because like we had one on the farm.
Yeah.
But like the minute running goddamn inside water happened, they got rid of the well pump because my family was like, man, fuck this hard work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because you got to carry it and stuff. But here's the thing: is at least here in Mississippi, there's still a lot of people that are on well water. Like anyone that's outside of the city water system,
it's well.
They're on a well system that's uses probably an electric pump and brings the water up. Well, heck, when I lived out at Lake Road, that was a well system.
Yeah, and I know our trucker friend Monkey is on a well system out in Raymond. So
they're still around.
Yep.
And the great thing is though, some aquifers like that $2 word there.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's underground.
It's for water.
It's for water.
No, I'm making a joke. What's an aquifer?
It's for water.
It's for drinking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
I got it.
Okay.
But some of them are like just naturally pressurized, so you don't even need pumps sometimes.
I love that this is now actually the Pumpcast.
Yeah.
No, it's actually
give it a pump for me.
Oh God, no! Don't do that.
Oh, okay.
So back to the story.
Oh no, let's just keep talking about pumps.
One pump, one cream.
You ever seen those foot pump based sinks?
The fuck are you talking about?
Kind of.
It's for like people who live off grid and stuff, where they have like less access to water. I'm just like rather than having a continual faucet, I like the idea of having like a sink that'll just like give you enough water when you pump it with the little foot pedal.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, back in the story about aliens.
So pumps, right?
Joe brought the bucket back to the visitor, who then took it into the dimly lit interior of the ship. And the inside, as I said, was very dimly lit, but Joe could see that it was all one big room with various workstations scattered around and just loaded with more blue-clad Italian men.
And all the tables had red and white checker tablecloths.
God damn it.
Was there like, candles and breadsticks on the tables?
The funny thing is, a part of me thinks this is a Starship Bistro math from the Hitchhiker's Guide books.
Yeah.
It's just an upended Italian bistro.
Coors Light sign in the background on a brick wall.
So the small Italian man then poured the water into what Joe could only assume was the engine. Because when he did, the horrible noise the ship had been making stopped. I believe that what we're dealing with is the first case of a UFO overheating and needing the radiator filled. I think it had actually developed an engine knock.
No, see, what it really was is just they needed it for their bidet.
Oh, wow. I didn't think of that. I thought you were going to like come up with some kind of actually they needed it to put the carbon rods in during the reaction process. And no, it's the bidet, the space bidet.
What it really was the pasta maker. They didn't have enough liquid to actually make the pasta. So, you know, it's just grinding that like flour and egg mixture. And it's not enough liquid to actually create the noodle.
You like a couple, a cup of water or something to bind it all together.
You know, we had one listener in Italy, and I say had because they're listening to this episode and unsubscribing. So...
No, come back. We love you.
Yeah. So
Buongiorno.
God damn. So after he fills the radiator, gabagool.
DiGiorno.
God dang it, David. We're not talking spooky dice bag here. So after they poured water into the space engine, Joe noticed that one of the little dudes was at a station. And he was cooking on it because it was an electric griddle. While all this was going on, the little dude was just constantly cooking. And he seemed to be making some kind of flat pancake-like things.
Finally.
And again, Joe was very lonely, it seemed, and curious.
You think he pulled like hey, that smells good. What you cooking?
Hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
Kinda. So Joe got the attention of Bucket Boy again, and he gestured to the griddle, and rubbing his tummy like a hungry little boy, indicated that he would like to try the pancakes.
I'm just a hungry farmer.
I'm an icky little baby. Wow. Yeah.
I also want to point out that in the script, you capitalized Bucket Boy.
I did.
I know what you are.
Yeah, obviously. And you will not break me. So, anyway, so the bucket guy walked over, and once the cakes were cooled, he took 4 of them, and he gave them to Joe in thanks for the help.
This is our currency.
Take our flapjacks from beyond. So he then motioned Joe to back away from the hatch, closed it, and the ship rose back into the sky and shot off to the south, never to be seen by Joe Simonton again.
God, man, I miss really weird fucking UFO encounters.
Oh, dude.
Nowadays, they're all, like, extremely traumatic, right? But, like, just weird shit like this just makes me happy.
Oh, I miss the days of high strangeness, yes. Mm-hmm. Now, before we continue, I need to bring up something really, really important. While Joe might have been the only person on the farm, he was not the only person to see the UFO while it was there. Not only did Joe's neighbors just jam the fucking phone lines reporting a UFO over Joe's property, but a traveling insurance salesman passing through the area also saw the damn thing over the farm and called it into the Air Force as soon as he could get to a phone.
And that was peak traveling insurance salesman time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, this was the time of society when that was a thing.
You gotta be a closer.
Yeah, gotta be a closer. So, I bring this up because it adds a bizarre level of believability to a very silly story. You know?
Yeah.
This shit is insane, but other people saw the ship.
Yeah, I mean, Willie Loman.
Yeah.
You gotta trust Willie Loman.
Sure. So, another thing to bring up is this almost sounds like the wee folk. Mm-hmm. Doesn't it? I mean, like, if it was little guys in green jackets and red hats in Ireland, I'd be saying it was the fairies.
Yeah, but the Fae don't offer you delicious cantarelle. They mostly just steal your babies and take their places.
Well, they do offer food sometimes, but you never take Fae food.
That's true, that's true.
Which Joe's dumbass took the Fae food. Like certain characters from Spooky Dice Bag I can think of. So, anyway, The ship took off, leaving Joe alone once again. But now with 4 extraterrestrial pancakes.
You know, I heard they're out of this world.
You would think that. But guys, if you were just handed alien food from aliens from an alien planet, what would you do with it?
Well, did he think they were aliens because they were little Italian men?
I mean, technically they're aliens either way, but he obviously thought that they were from outer space. From everything I've heard. Because he reported it to Blue Book.
I'd try it.
You'd try it, Mike?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I'd hope they would not give it to me if, they thought it would kill me.
Sure, but what if you got, like, space mono from it or something?
Well, mono's a kissing disease.
Yeah, well.
I ain't kissing no space Italians.
Okay, that's fair. What space nationality would you kiss? Space Australians?
Well, I don't know. This seems like a good question for the distraction hole.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We're going to create a ranking of all the space nationalities and decide which is the most attractive.
All right, and if you're listening to the show, team at supernaturalselectionpod.com, what space nationality would you kiss? Well, anyway, Joe ate a piece of one of the damn things with no regard for disease or radiation or anything else.
Yeah, you never look a gift pancake in the mouth.
I'm not going to lie. If they gave me a fucking space pancake, I'd eat the damn thing.
Kevin, we'd have to, like hold you back from just shoving the thing in your mouth.
That's true.
Did it have, like, a syrup on it, or is it just like a straight-ass flapjack?
Nope. Just straight off the damn griddle.
Dry pancakes.
Yep. Now, you're probably wondering, what did it taste like, this pancake from outer space, aren't you?
No, never crossed my mind.
Nope.
I have no curiosity about the taste of the space pancake.
Mike,
I mean,
curious?
A bit.
Yeah.
If you hadn't told me already.
Yeah.
But,
Cardboard. Joe said it tasted like cardboard.
So their space brothers are not, good cooks. It's not it's space not Dave Ramsey.
Space Emerald.
Yes, or
space oh god. What is Ramsey? Gordon Ramsay.
Space Gordon Ramsay.
Yes.
Man, we're just sitting here,
Dave Ramsey, giving you financial advice and bad life advice.
Invest in pancakes.
It figures he'd encounter the only cosmic Italians that couldn't cook.
Yeah,
no kidding. Well, maybe Italians aren't known for their pancakes, are they?
No, for crepes,
that's
aren't
one
they?
of they have. They have a rustic pancake called the cantarelle.
Oh, yeah.
That was a reference I made earlier.
Okay, I didn't know that's what a cantarelle was.
Yeah.
I thought it was a pasta because I just thought all Italians ate were pasta.
What about a cannoli?
That's a pasta.
We're going to have to, yes, it is technically a pasta. No, we're going to have a very deep discussion about, there's more than just pasta in Italy.
Yeah, there's pizza and pasta.
Yeah, it's true. Yep. We'll have to, and bread.
But no risotto. They've never done risotto.
And then their salads are all meat, cheese, and olives.
Yeah.
Well, given the fucking Taco Bell diarrhea lettuce, that's probably for the best.
Pound your mouth full of just meat and cheese. That's the healthiest way to live right now.
Yep, just bacon salad. That's it.
Hey, olives can be green. They can also be black.
Yep.
So,
anyway, if this were any other story, this is where it would end. But we are truly blessed this night, gentlemen. Because Joe, being a red-blooded goddamn American, called in the incident to the Air Force. The Air Force called it in to Project Blue Book. And Blue Book called it in to the one, the only, J. Allen Hynek.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Hulk Hogan.
Oh, that'd be funny.
I want to be a fly on the wall of the person who takes his call.
Oh,
slowly,
God.
with increasing horror, realizes, this has to go into the Blue Book shit.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this marks the return to the show after an absence of months of the man who created the swamp gas explanation for UFOs and regretted it for the rest of his fucking life.
We really do need an audio drop for him, like when he gets mentioned.
Oh yeah, like the War of the Worlds horn.
I was gonna say like a fart noise because of swamp gas.
Oh no, it's gotta be something cool, man. It's gotta be Van Dyke.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, he was pretty hardcore like that.
Yeah. So Dr. Hynek arrived and questioned Joe thoroughly. He came to the conclusion that there was no way in hell this incident should have actually happened. But the man was earnest, serious, and embarrassed as all get out that he had to report this in an official capacity to people. Joe was just like, mortified.
It's like Hank Hill reporting a UFO encounter.
Yeah, kinda.
Oh, damn it, Bobby. Holy shit.
Damn it, Bobby, it's 9 a.m. and already you're talking to the Martians. So, Joe's neighbors in interviews also vouched for his character, that he was not a man prone to flights of fancy.
He loved propane and propane accessories.
God damn it. So, Joe also never attempted to make money from this, because how the fuck are you going to make money from this? He didn't start a religion. He never wrote a book. He didn't try to duplicate the pancakes and sell them. Nothing. All Joe did was report it, answer questions when asked, and go back to his quiet life on the farm just the way he liked it. Now, the pancakes also have an interesting story of their own. First, I have seen photos of one Joe kept. It looks like a very, very thin pancake the size of a potato chip with a bunch of holes in it where the bubbles have obviously popped. You know how it looks when the bubbles pop on a pancake?
Yeah.
To me, it sounds more like a crepe if it's that thin.
Yeah.
To where there's holes in it where you can actually like see through it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Sorry, Mike, go.
So let me get this straight. The aliens. They had water to make crepes, but didn't put it in their fucking engine.
You don't want to sacrifice the crepes.
But.
I know. It hurts, don't it? Man, it's been a while since we locked your brain up.
Well, here's the thing. Remember, the whole point was the pasta maker was on the fritz.
Oh, God damn it. That is not... Shit. Anyway, the point is, they look nasty to me. A little bit burned, the one he kept.
Huh.
But let's go over the fate of each pancake. All right?
Okay.
So pancake number 1 was bitten into and kept by Joe for the rest of his life. And he would haul the thing out and show it to people who asked to see the pancake. And I truly hope that Joe's family, whatever family he had, still has it to this day. Because, goddamn. Pancake number 2, Joe gave to a local judge that he knew for safekeeping. And that had vouched for Joe's character. I can only assume it is still in the hands of his family and is an heirloom unto his people. Pancake number 3. This one ended up staying with J. Allen Hynek. Mr. Hynek apparently had quite the collection of UFO evidence in his own private collection, and I would fucking love to see that shit.
Yeah, no, that's super interesting. I wonder if there's ever been like a exhibition of that stuff.
I don't know, but like there have been people who have accused him of keeping evidence and replacing it with fake stuff and keeping it in his collection. I want to see J. Allen Hynek's X-Files Museum. Now, pancake number 4 was also taken by Hynek, but it was taken to Project Blue Book and then taken to the fucking FDA. Yes. The Food and Drug Administration was in possession of a flapjack from a flying saucer.
I have to wonder, how do they know about this? If the government took it, they wouldn't tell anybody about it.
Well, it was taken, it was analyzed for composition.
So they say.
And reported back to Blue Book, who reported back to Hynek, who called Joe and told him the pancake was made from flour and water and just regular ingredients from Earth.
I still think it's a bunch of actual Italians.
Okay. Now, you know what it didn't have in it? Salt or sugar. David, what's something that the Fae hate?
Salt.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But here they love sugar.
Do they?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think fairies would like sugar.
You would think.
Sugar plum fairy,
sticks.
it's in the name.
Oh, that's true. They have pixie sticks. Those are their weapons. They use pixie stabs, and then, when they're done, they bite the top off and just eat all that sugar.
Like a berserker rush.
It's like their version of, meth. They just
get
doped up on sugar before they fight.
Oh, shit. I'm going to have to put that in Aaron Apprentice. Humphrey's going to have a sugar habit. Anyway, alternately, Joe could have received the alien equivalent of hardtack. Maybe they kept vats of brine under a counter in the ship and dunked the damn things. I don't really know.
I mean, for all we know, it's just alien packing foam. They probably gave him some stuff to pack in a box, and he just ate it.
That's true. What if it was just like alien styrofoam peanuts?
Yeah. Which, that's still a shitty reward to give someone who bailed out your pasta maker.
God damn it, dude.
Well,
it was the engine.
They're making it on a little griddle. They're not cooking, packing peanuts on a griddle.
You don't know how alien packing
I was going to
works.
say, it's aliens. We don't really know, but nonetheless, at any rate, Joe vanished back into obscurity, and the entire story was treated as a joke for years. And honestly, it still is. And it's hard not to. It's less of a close encounter and more of a good old-fashioned high strangeness incident. Now, do we have any theories, Mike? I know you had one that you told me during the week.
My thought was it was just like proto-Italian hippies in a, van. And the guy got like a contact high of LSD or something, and imagine they were aliens. There's a lot of it that just sounds too normal. Like, why would aliens be cooking pancakes on a griddle? Why would they look like Italians?
That's fair.
And their engine did overheat, although I guess it wouldn't be a Volkswagen bus if it was overheating. And
maybe they didn't talk because they had mouths full of peanut butter. I don't know.
Or maybe they knew, that if they talked, they just wouldn't understand.
Like I said, it'd just be bleeps and bloops to Joe, so.
It'd be like, Scarabucci, gabagool.
Good God. Well, David, have you got a theory?
Again, I think this is just some Italians. Maybe they got a hold of a secret government jet project or something.
Yes, the famous Italian air pirates.
Ooh, I know. It was the Italian version of the CIA, and they were working with MK Ultra.
I think that's called the CIA. But I think this is like the super spectrum. I think this is a mask that the phenomenon wore because it's all Joe could understand.
I like that this extra dimensional kind of idea is what's the weirdest thing we can approach him with? How about some Italians?
Yeah. Or I don't know anything about this dimension. Make them plumbers.
It's just an awful convenient thing to argue something you can't prove.
I know. That's why I do it. No, I'm just saying. It's within the confines of the show, Mike. Yeah. That's my theory. If I'm taking this seriously as high strangeness, then that's my explanation.
Aren't you just saying it's, alien, Italiaweebs? There are aliens, but they like Italian culture, so they're here on holiday.
You know what? That makes as much sense as mine, honestly.
But why Wisconsin?
Pasta boo. They took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
I like that explanation a lot.
And their whittle engine overheated, so they needed some Wawa.
Because they're icky little babies. So, anyway, we're gonna take a quick break, and I'm gonna get some cheese. And when we come back, I'm going to tell you guys about naked Venusians in Sweden. So
an upgrade.
Kinda. So we'll be right back after this.
Hey man, what's got you off in your phone there?
Oh, just going through all the funny Mothman memes and supernatural shit posts I've been wanting to share. I just don't know where to put the posts yet.
Don't you know about the Supernatural Selection Discord?
We have a Discord?
Yeah, for years, dude. Where have you been?
Can people chat with the hosts and get previews of upcoming episodes and generally post funny shit as much as they want with other listeners?
I mean, if that's your bag. I mean, personally, I wouldn't do that, but there are even live streaming events for the shows there, too. You've been in a few. How do you not know this stuff?
It must have been my doppelganger. How do I get into the Discord?
It's easy. Just visit discord.supernaturalselectionpod.com. Now say that 3 times fast.
Well, that's perfect. Now I can share 3 terabytes of Hollow Earth memes. Get it? Terabytes.
Never mind. Forget I said anything. Just don't do that. You should definitely not visit discord.supernaturalselectionpod.com to join the Discord. We don't want you there.
Too late. I'm already posting my alien abduction fan fiction with the general chat.
Join the hosts and listeners of Supernatural Selection on the official Discord. Just visit discord.supernaturalselectionpod.com.
And we're back. Guys, how are we feeling about these aliens as opposed to the Greys so far?
I like them quite a bit.
I can tell.
I don't know. I think the Greys have more style. Maybe the next ones will change my mind.
I feel like Greys are the kind of dudes that would show up wearing like a Nehru jacket, like Dr. Evil.
No, they show up wearing silver tights.
That's true. They do. Sometimes blue.
I love Greys just in general,
but
like sometimes you just want really weird, fucked up shit where it like makes no sense. It's just high strangeness, man. I love it.
Yeah, I miss fun UFO encounters.
Yeah,
Very
most
much.
of them just seem too scary these days.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I liked about these moon Italians was they didn't have an ideology they were trying to push.
Paisans in space.
Like, they didn't come down and start preaching about nukes and we got to change our ways or anything, which is relevant.
Have a crepe.
No nukes, I have a crepe. Anyway, this is about to get worse. Because we're going to talk about perverted Venusians.
Fun.
Hot.
Now, before we do,
that now, sir.
I don't know, like, it may temperature-wise be hot.
Yeah. High pressure, too.
Now, before we do go into these Venusians, no pun intended, this story takes place during the contactee period. Space Brothers and shit. And the Venusians in particular were extremely popular to get contacted by because they were beautiful, peaceful, anti-nuke, and found any and all excuses to get naked. Like, Jerome Clark in the book called them a, quote, tedious, virtuous lot. That's not quite what this one's about, but kinda.
Yeah, they're the preachy ones.
Yeah, so, like, here's just a little quick story I picked up that I almost covered, but it stops about where I stop here. One man in particular had to pull over to go take a pee while he was on a road trip, went into the woods, and saw a beautiful UFO with a wooden front porch on it with naked, tanned, blonde children playing in front of the UFO. And the man was standing there watching naked children play when the parents came out on the front porch of the UFO because it was creepy to see a man staring at their naked children.
Like, was Chris Hansen there?
Have a seat. Yeah.
You know how weird this is, right? You all saw the trailer for...
Oh, yeah,
right?
we saw it.
I don't care who it is. If you're not going to... Like, unless he had his unit in his hands... If I saw a UFO with naked children come out of it, I would stare, okay?
Because it's a UFO with weird
naked
naked children.
The naked has nothing to do with it. The children have nothing.
Is it any weirder than the Love Is thing? The little naked Cupid kids?
What?
Y'all remember the little it was like a thing in like the 80s.
Oh, the little big-eyed naked little shits.
Homer made a joke about it.
That's
on The
right.
Simpsons.
Yes, my mom had those things. I hated them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, you were saying about the naked children, Mike.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, I might stare more at the UFO than the naked children, but I would still be like, what the fuck is going on?
Well,
right.
Then I'd start looking around for Chris Hansen because I'd be afraid.
Yeah, this is a honeypot. This is a honeypot right here. But no, the parents, the dude was like, "It's cool, man. I don't want to fuck your children." And
it sounds like something someone who would want to fuck the children would say.
Well, then the Venusians took him on the UFO, and he took like a 4-hour trip to Venus.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the whole story of that one, which is why I didn't actually want to go in depth on all the details.
That was a weird one.
That's a weird one.
You didn't want to go in depth on those kids?
No. I'm not going knuckles deep on children.
Jesus Christ, okay.
You said it.
Yep. So, our final story tonight is about a Swedish man known only as Helge. Which I guess that's how it's pronounced. It's Helge. Helge. And the man was born in 1913 and was a, quote, rock blaster by profession.
No, it's a rope blaster.
Apparently, God damn it. Apparently, rock blaster is just a thing that you could do near Gothenburg, Sweden.
Well, I'm guessing it has to do with mining.
Probably.
Blasting the rocks.
Probably. But it's important to note two things about Helge at the start of our story.
Uh-huh.
First, he was an atheist and a skeptic about religion and UFOs. He didn't believe in any of the stuff we talk about on this show at all. So, kind of like Mike.
Okay. Mike, are you a rock blaster?
Nope.
Okay. Second, Helge believed that he was a powerful telepath.
Wait, that's not very skeptical.
Mike, do you think you're a powerful telepath?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't believe I'm a telepath at all.
Okay, good, because this fact really doesn't come up again.
Okay.
Since the Venusians are telepaths and do all the talking. But
just he already had the phone line installed to make the perfect contactee, though. Because he's
clearly
because
he's yeah. Well, anyway, the point is, complete skeptic except for telepathy, which is the weirdest thing to have as your caveat. Anyway, it was 1965, and Helge was suffering from kidney stones that he was supposed to have an operation for in December, and this is taking place in late autumn.
Speaking of rock blasting.
Yeah, no kidding. It's like a couple of months he's going to have an operation to have these things taken out. And he was experiencing a lot of discomfort this particular day, so instead of laying down like a normal person, he went for a walk with the dog. Sorry about that. I know that when I'm in excruciating, burning pain, nothing makes me feel better like some good old-fashioned physical exertion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Also, Mike, you were going to say something?
Different people cope in different ways.
Sure. But also, Helge said that this was a sudden impulse. So, I guess we could chalk this urge up to his telepathy.
I mean, maybe he wanted to pretend he was a rock tumbler.
That would be interesting. I never thought of that.
He's a rock blaster, man. He should have been able to take care of those things.
That's true. You think he could have... Maybe he was psychically blasting the rocks. I hadn't thought of that. Now, on this pain-riddled walk, Helge's dog started losing his damn mind over a loud sound. What is it with loud UFOs tonight?
I was going to say it's the kidney stones rubbing together.
It's music with rocks in. So, when Helge looked up, there was a large, translucent ship over him, and he could see the shadows of people moving around inside it.
Like one of those clear chairs in those hotel documentaries.
Is it? Okay.
I'm not going to elaborate further.
Okay, great. Thanks for confusing me. So, the ship hovered over the frozen lake that he lived by, and a tube dropped from the bottom of the ship, and these aliens came down like something out of the Jetsons. You know, the tubes the Jetsons used were the ones they use in Futurama?
Yeah.
Just like that. I'm going to be honest, it kind of makes me think of Mars Attacks or some shit at this point.
Right.
But 4 vaguely human aliens walked up to Helge, and I'm going to let Jerome Clark describe them to us. They were 1 older man, 2 younger men, and a woman, all covered in transparent overalls that revealed their nude, unblemished bodies. God damn it.
As long as these aren't their children.
Entirely hairless, they had big, dark, slightly slanted eyes and perfect teeth. Their ears were pointed, the openings inside so big that Helge thought he could see inside their heads.
Okay, that's a little freaky.
Yeah. On their wrists, each wore a broad, dark bracelet with a yellow button on it. The men were thick-necked and built like wrestlers.
Planet of the Bjorks.
Now, I do find it interesting he doesn't go into detail about the woman.
So he just wants to get oiled up and wrestle them.
Yeah, and Helge's eyes were continually drawn to the large, strapping men. Also,
interesting.
Yeah. Also, if we're reading this right, these guys showed up in overalls that were clear, like those clear raincoats.
Yeah.
Like, I have a mental image of these things clouded with sweat, and the smell must have been awful.
Also, he's saying overalls and not coveralls.
Yeah.
So we're talking like the things farmers wear with the straps over the shoulders.
Yeah, but clear.
I'm trying not to think of them.
And like, just their dicks flapping and hitting the plastic.
just
like you
leaving,
can tell which
kind of
pant leg it's down.
Yeah.
Pushed against the leg and kind of like, like when you push your hand against the window.
Leaving weird sweaty smears in the fog.
I see you're leaning right today.
Yes. So, for the next hour,
he just ogled them.
They communicated with Helge. Now, not using Helge's telepathy or writing or any kind of words.
Raw sexual energy.
They drew pictures in the snow by the lake.
Oh, that's...
I do appreciate that these aliens are so advanced that they don't think they can communicate with us. So
nobody talks.
pantomime.
Yeah, none of them talk. Now, for some reason, they were very which also, Mike, you hinted that they may have been writing in piss.
Oh, yeah.
In the snow. And my thing was they just kept writing, "Don't eat this."
Well, here's the thing. The reason they didn't talk is it would sound silly because it would all just be bork, bork, bork.
No, that's Helge.
Bork, bork, bork.
Now, for some reason, these aliens were very interested in hunting and dancing. They kept asking Helge about hunting and dancing. And I don't know if they meant separately or combined into, like, sport dancing of some form. It's very strange. But toward the end
most dangerous rhythm game.
God damn. So, toward the end of the encounter, the old man alien went back to the ship and brought out a long vibrating rod.
Oh, it's getting hot in here.
So take off all your overalls, which it sounds like a dildo, all right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're all adults about this. Yes, it sounds like a sex toy.
It sounds like a dildo, and he rubbed it up and down Helgi's back. And it made Helgi feel all warm and tingly.
Oh.
See, I'm not picturing anything. That's how you get through this.
Yeah. Then the aliens got back in their ship and just fucked off. Now, a quick word about the vibrator.
It's a dildo, not your dildo.
Yes. Now, the next day, Helgi had x-rays done in relation to his kidney stones for the operation. But they magically disappeared after he'd been rubbed with a vibrator.
I'm doing my best to be mature about this, I'll have you know.
Why start now? That's my question.
Oh, man.
After Space Italians, why start now? So, Helgi was interviewed by a large UFO group from Stockholm a little while after this. And they stayed in contact because they were very interested in these hot, sweaty Venusians. Now, nothing happened again to Helgi until August 1966, almost a year later. And he was urged to walk back outside, and above the lake was the same UFO. But this time, the old man in the pervert suit was floating in the air in front of it.
We don't know how to quit you.
God. So, I didn't know how to quit you. So,
you have to vibrate your back and...
So the way the communication was described this time was kind of fun.
More fun than the being in the snow.
Yeah. The old man spoke, but the words Helgi heard didn't match the motion of his lips, and the voice seemed to come from the ship. So I'm just kind of picturing an old kung fu movie in my head, but with a naked old man wearing pervert overalls.
Nudie booths of the gods.
Now, this is very strange anyway.
So this is strange.
Yeah.
This is strange that's coming up. That's the strange part.
No, I mean all of this is strange.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not this coming up. All of it's fucking weird. But the old man then gave Helgi a metal plate with 3 runes on the front and told him to wear it and never take it off. And that he had to go to the Bahamas and start a UFO cult. I'd like to let that sink in for a moment.
Not just bounced off. I think you need to repeat it.
He thought Helgi was too pale.
They vibrated his kidney stones, then told him, "You must worship us in the Bahamas. By the way, here's a chest plate."
I mean, look, if someone paid my way, I'd worship them in the Bahamas too.
Like, is it any weirder than Flavor Flav's giant clock?
A little, because it came from a UFO.
You don't know where Flavor Flav got that giant clock.
I'm pretty sure he got it from Walmart. But anyway, for what it's worth, Helgi told the guy to fuck off. Because he had never attended school, his wife wouldn't want to do this, and, most importantly, he didn't know a lick of English.
Bork, bork, bork.
And the alien told him he didn't give a shit what language he spoke. This wasn't negotiable. Helgi was now Space Jesus. Okay. You ain't got no options, son. Get to packing.
Very, very much like Shinji, get the goddamn mech energy.
It is. It's also very Old Testament God.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. You write these 10 commandments down.
You write these me damned things down.
Listen here, you little shit, Sergey. You're going to go bork in the Bahamas, and you're going to love it.
It's Helgi, not Sergey.
Whatever. Helgi.
Helgi. Well, anyway, Helgi did the only thing that made sense after this. He marched straight into the woods and buried the damn metal plate. I mean, that's pretty fucking smart if you ask me. It's like, no, fuck this.
Isn't that also like how Scientology started? Buried some plates in the woods.
He needs a hat.
No. I'm sorry.
Mormonism, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the following...
They're all scams.
Yeah. Well, the following March, Helge and Anna moved to the Bahamas any fucking way.
Wait, what?
Yeah, which it makes me mad. Like, dude, bring the fucking plate if you're gonna do it anyway.
Maybe he couldn't get it through customs.
I don't know. Did Joseph Smith tell Morani to fuck off when he told him about the golden tablets? No. He stuck his face in that fucking hat and he went to town.
I just... the waste of gas, man. But, like, you know... No gods, no masters. I'll move to the Bahamas, but fuck you. I'm not going to be your space messiah. Just, oh.
I don't know.
Wonderful.
Mike, would you take the plate if you're going to do it anyway?
When an alien tells you to be a messiah, you say yes.
You know, I feel like Winston may have been the smartest motherfucker in that movie.
He was.
He absolutely was, yes.
Yeah. Now, on the way to the Bahamas, the airplane Helge was on... I gotta brace myself for this shit. It had 14 men in black on it. Which Helge assumed were priests.
Maybe they were.
Until they all vanished as the plane touched down. Just like fucking poof, they disappeared.
Look, that's not very inconspicuous. They should work on that.
When have the men in black been inconspicuous?
I mean, they seem to try sometimes.
I mean, can you imagine being stuck on a plane for multiple hours with 14 men in black? 14 of those assholes at once.
There aren't enough pens to keep them all entertained.
I just, like, the whole flight is, what is that thing next to the plane with a round thing on it? Is that an engine and a wing? I don't know. What is this? Is this a magazine? Please tell me. Just 14.
Can I have your copy of Sky Mall?
I want this copy of Sky Mall myself. It is for me. You cannot have it.
Just the sharper image.
6 hours of that. Just imagine 6 hours of that, and then they don't disappear.
And you know, there was like one of them who was a little kid, like a little black-eyed child, who's just running up and down the aisle.
And the thing is, and they're there right up until the plane goes to land, and then they disappear, and you're like, man, fuck. It's like watching them
walk into the bathroom.
It's like disappear. It's like watching a movie in the theater and it's out of focus, and then they don't fix it till the closing credits. Just that level of annoyance. Anyway, so nothing happened in the Bahamas, and Helge and Anna decided that, you know what? Fuck this place. We're gonna move back to Sweden.
Work.
Because apparently you could just afford to do that in the 60s. Just uproot your whole damn life, move, change your mind, and then do it all again.
That's what they stole from us.
See, there was a very brief period where capitalism actually worked in the United States until the baby boomer generation.
Yeah, in the world in general, yeah.
Yeah. But then the baby boomer generation completely ruined that, and now we are living in perpetual debt.
Here's the thing is that it's still working in those other countries because they
true.
Go on vacations to other countries all the time.
I got a friend we call Bunny. She has been going all over the world. She came here and sent me chocolates.
Well, I'm talking about important countries.
Oh, yeah.
She's German.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Very efficient.
Very efficient in things involving ovens. Anyway, interesting note.
Like baking chocolates.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about is baking food.
Okay.
Yeah, strudel and stuff like that. So, interesting note. Helge and Anna were so embarrassed by moving back that they decided they couldn't move back to their hometown. So they moved into an apartment in Stockholm that the UFO group, the one that had interviewed Helge before, had gotten for them, so he'd be closer.
Now, how long were they in the Bahamas for?
Months.
Oh, so it's just a vacation.
No, they moved.
No, I know, but like technically
it's a vacation, but it's a vacation they sold their home for.
Months. Maybe that was just a sabbatical.
I don't know, but a wealthy member of the UFO club then offered to fly them back to the Bahamas anytime they wanted for, quote, further UFO research.
It'd be fucking hilarious if the research group were the actual aliens gaslighting this poor guy.
I'd love that, because it would be the only goddamn part of this that made sense.
They're doing, like, group laundry, and he just realized, like, wait, why are all these overalls transparent?
But the UFO group paid for the apartment. Like, he was living rent-free in an apartment in Stockholm with a rich dude going, you want to go to the Bahamas, see if the aliens come and touch your butt? Like, fuck, that's the life, man. That's what I want. Anyway, Helge decided that if he was going to go back to the Bahamas for UFO research,
I guess if I have to go back to a tropical island.
Yeah, if I have to go to a fucking paradise, he might want to have that fucking metal plate with him after all. So he drove out to the woods and dug the fucking thing up.
And now there were 4 runes on it.
Nope, just the 3. Nothing changed about the plate. But on the way back to Stockholm, Helge stopped at a gas station. This is by far my absolute favorite part of this story. And in this gas station, Helge was approached by a man who must have been one of the aliens. And let me explain why. First off, you know those Australian hats with the brim turned up on the sides, you know, just flopped up, you know, and buttoned? Yeah. So those are called slouch hats, and I didn't know that. I had to ask Mike what one was, and he looked it up. Right?
Yeah, because I couldn't remember. I knew it was a hat, but I couldn't remember what kind of hat.
Right. So the man was wearing a slouch hat, and it was an Australian hat with a button brimmed up, and it was jet black. No word on if it had corks hanging from it. Like a true Australian.
Right.
And second, he wore a jet black cape to cover himself. Like an opera cape, you know? And
just high enough. Just high enough.
And then third, underneath that were those see-through fucking overalls.
I can see a chunda.
Good day, can you see my things under here? Anyway, to recap...
He's going righty today.
To recap, black Australian hat, transparent redneck clothes, and a black cape in a gas station near Stockholm, Sweden.
Doesn't stand out at all.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a Comic-Con.
It kind of does, except it's 1966. So this man walked up to Helge in a gas station and asked, "May I accompany you on your journey?" And of course the dumb motherfucker said, "Yes, sure, fuck it. Why the fuck not, strange pervert? Climb in this car with me."
Would either of you gentlemen take this person on a long, strange trip?
Fuck no!
I mean, I don't know. He's got a history with the dude.
If he has drugs or money, maybe. Now, on the drive...
Seems like he'd have drugs.
Now, on the drive back, the pervert revealed himself to be one of the priests from the flight. You know, the men in black.
Do you see my dick?
Look at my dick. It is here between my legs going to the left.
I shifted.
And he then made Helge pull over so he could drive to Stockholm, the man in black.
I mean, if you're already in for a penny, you're in for a pound, right?
I mean, you've already made a terrible mistake. Why not make another?
I mean, at least he's not naked on the seat. He's got the transparent overalls.
Yeah, at least he doesn't have to, like, Windex the seat. Because it was the 60s. It was probably rich Corinthian leather. Anyway, this man in black's name was Rapus. Yeah. And he claimed to work for the Venusian overlords.
Shit, you know the Venusians too?
Who wanted Helge to return to the Bahamas with the plate and start the UFO cult.
Come on, just start the cult. Come on.
Start a cult. Come on.
So then Helge fell asleep, and when he woke up, he was alone in the car at his destination.
I like that he was so comfortable with this pervert from space that he just fell asleep in his car.
I want to know if he got Bill Cosby'd.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Anyway, so from 1966 to 1968, Helge and Anna lived in a hotel in Nassau. And at this point, I hope I'm saying that right. I've never figured out how to say it. Is it Nassau?
I'd say yes.
Okay. Well, at this point,
it's Nassau, but
maybe it's Nassau. I don't know. It's not NASA.
No, definitely not NASA.
Nope,
but
it's fair.
Yeah. At this point, the most amazing thing happened. And I love this part. It's not my favorite part, but I love this part. Helge was taken by boat to a remote island and then taken inside a giant volcano lair built and run by extraterrestrials, all of them male.
Do we have any volcanoes in the Caribbean?
I don't know. But they Dr. Evil'd the shit out of this. They James Bonded up.
With a transparent Nehru jacket.
Now, oh God. Look at my nipples pressed against the material. Anyway, the aliens consisted of, and I quote from the book, several kinds of entities, including giants, dwarfs, and hermaphrodites.
All the flavors.
The weird ones.
Y'all, the only way this man was going to know that they were hermaphrodites is if they were naked or wearing transparent overalls. Now, the Venusians he dealt with at this base and going forward looked like the beautiful, tanned, blonde, naked men that most people had dealt with from this point on.
At this point, I think all of this is just an elaborate way for him to try to hide his cruising habits.
I gotta feel that.
Never a UFO. It was a highway rest stop.
It's never a UFO. It's always a bathroom.
Yeah.
So Helge returned to the world of man to found an organization called the New Generation to try and attract young people, with the early members being the weird UFO friends from Stockholm, because he was traveling back and forth.
I remember Robotech,
That's a lot of fucking money.
Well, bear in mind, this is being bankrolled by a rich dude in Stockholm.
Must be nice.
Now,
Right.
to convince them, he showed them a letter from Rapus.
Oh, okay. That'll convince me.
Yeah. Now, again, to quote from Jerome Clark's book, "We detest you.
Wait, what?
That is why we believe in the youth. They are the only ones whose hands are not soiled with the blood of others. Your catchword shall be freedom from violence, from hunger. We are all brothers and sisters. You have supported Helge. You who have supported Helge shall not be forgotten. You shall reap 100-fold. But if someone hurts him or his devoted wife, I say, they shall be revenged 7-fold.
No, it's avenged 7-fold.
Rapus also produced a list of 65 rules.
That's too many.
The members were obliged to follow, or else.
Look, you gotta keep that under a dozen. People
Helge,
just forget them all.
Helge himself was to stay in the background. Now, seriously, Christianity knew what they were doing, and, well, you know, the Abrahamic religions knew what they were doing with 10.
Yeah.
Right.
Not.
I like that he talks about how the youth don't have the blood on their hands, but, like, isn't the Vietnam War happening right now in this timeline?
Must be some kind of way out of here. Anyway, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we hate you.
So
join us. We hate you.
The summary I have here is that they believe that children are our future. That they should teach them well and let them lead the way.
Damn it.
Show them all the beauty they possess inside.
You got me, Mike.
So maybe we should give them a sense of pride.
Oh, fuck off. So, this wonderful organization, the New Generation that he founded.
Robotech, the New Generation.
Yeah, so this ship fell apart within about 2 months. No one wanted to follow a group of alien overlords that hated them and threatened to murder them if they badmouthed Space Jesus.
Yeah, that's a little harsh.
Yeah, well, that and the uniform requirements made everyone uncomfortable.
I don't know. It could be a boon to some.
The overalls. Yeah.
But
I don't know, man.
You have to use the carrot and the stick. You can't just use the stick.
You always end up seeing the stick, though.
Oh,
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Though you see the carrot all the time.
Now, here's the thing. Here's where it gets interesting.
The thing, huh?
This also pissed off the rich guy that had been bankrolling all this. So they kind of fucked up pretty bad there.
Oh, you mean it's for everyone and not just the rich? Oh, fuck you, dude.
So Helge just kept asking for shit tons of money and never explained what he was doing with that money.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, you gotta, keep your numbers in order. You got,
Well, it's also the cleaning budget for the overalls.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can't just hose anything. I mean, you can just hose those things down, but you
not
don't.
Any kind of fabric, right?
I mean,
it's just plastic, I guess.
I'm sure this is before the advent of like that stuff that keeps like your goggles from fogging up. So it's just like steamy in there.
Yeah,
it's
disgusting.
Keep some hams in there and steam them.
God,
like every time someone walks around, it sounds like someone like squeezing a balloon.
And they just smelled like a boiled football. So, God, that's a terrible mental image. So, after this, Helge worked for the Venusians alone.
How was the pay?
Not good.
You don't say.
He had to go back to being a rock blaster and working for the Venusians, and his wife was still involved. He flew around in flying saucers and had meetings with other agents of the Venusians. One of which was a CIA agent that they straight up murdered because he turned on them.
Now, when you say they, was our boy involved with that too?
No.
Is he like a hired gun now?
No. He heard about it, and it scared him.
Yeah,
because they killed the CIA agent.
Look, it's the whole like villain henchman thing, When the villain kills a henchman, all the other henchmen are going, "Well, what the fuck are we doing still here?"
Yeah, I should.
Oh shit, he's serious, guys.
We need to get out of here. Yeah. So Helge learned to hate the overlords pretty goddamn quickly.
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah. He found that they despised humanity, which I thought the letter was a dead giveaway. And may have been working under the guise of peace to subjugate them. Or subjugate
things haven't
us.
Changed, have they?
No. Here's a very little rundown of some of the bits of information we have about these pointy-eared asshats. Which I'm pretty sure Captain Archer called the Vulcans that at least once.
Yeah.
Anyway, first, they never slept. Ever.
Hustle and grind culture, baby.
Yeah,
Always be grinding.
Shit, maybe this is real. Fuck. They only drank water and needed no food.
Hydro homies.
They literally, I feel like they just did that thing where you sun your asshole every morning.
So isn't there like a guru who said he did that? He just drank water?
Yep. And then they caught him eating behind closed doors.
Yep.
Anyway, they wouldn't return his phone calls in a timely fashion.
Those bastards.
And they usually just called him the next day with vague threats and riddles.
Riddle me this, asshole. Why aren't you doing more?
It's like calling the cable company. They get back to you. They ask you a fucking riddle. All right, we have a fox, a chicken, and we have a bag of seed. There's a river. How do you get across it?
So they also really wanted people placed into high-ranking government positions.
Yes, the Swedish guy would make that happen.
Yeah.
I love that one of his chief complaints is that they didn't return his phone calls in a timely manner.
I know. It's like, we're in danger and they're rude.
I'm doing the fucking work for you. Get back to me, Jesus.
This is sounding more and more like my manager when I was working at security.
Yeah, it is.
Did he also wear transparent overalls?
No, she was.
Okay.
Yeah, she was
a piece of work.
Okay.
Yeah, jerk, real jerk, real knee biter.
Yeah. So an interesting point here is that when Helge heard about all the fun Venusians that everyone else was meeting, like, you know, the dude that like met the naked ones and they flew him to Venus and they had a good time and brought him back and like, and Adamski, sorry, him and his Venusian friends, like they took him to the moon and he got to play with moon dogs and shit. Once he heard about that, I'd be pissed too. And like they were like taking all these trips and meeting hot chicks and shit. He became convinced that he had become associated with evil space aliens posing as Venusians.
Bork, how'd I get the suck-ass Venusians?
I can only assume that it was a matter of time until they showed themselves to be chicken men and stole his shoes. Remember we talked about that? Mm-hmm. In the the chicken men that stole the dude's shoes and like give me your fucking shoes. We'll bring it back.
Definitely one of my favorite high strangeness bits we've covered.
Give me your fucking shoes. We'll bring it back. Just give me your fucking shoes. And then fucking Indrid Cold had to rescue the guy's fucking shoes.
Good old Indrid Cold.
Good old Indrid Cold crashed his ship into a mountain like a dumb fuck. Anyway, the most interesting part of all this.
Now, you keep saying this.
Yes. Well, I did. Yeah, that's true. Well, no, I said an interesting point, but this is another interesting point.
Even more interesting. More interesting.
I'm just building. I'm edging you. Anyway, it's a part of this is that Helge didn't want to talk about most of this to anybody after the group disbanded. He was interviewed about it, and he stayed vague. And after his death in 1973 from a heart attack, a UFO researcher started interviewing people surrounding him about him. Like Anna, Helge's long-suffering wife, never got taken to the volcano lair, but she did attend meetings with the Venusians when they came to their apartment. She spoke of her husband vanishing for months at a time and returning both visibly terrified and deeply tanned. Now, the interviewer noted he was one of the ones that got to interview Helge. The interviewer noted that she was a very serious, very practical, boring, down-to-earth woman. Now, people that knew Helge said that he was a deeply nervous man most of the time. They said he wasn't the sort of person who was prone to flights of fancy, which was why the whole UFO thing seemed to come from nowhere, except for the telepathy thing, I guess.
Yeah,
That's right, he's a telepath the entire time.
Yeah, let's not forget he's a telepath that has nothing to do with any of this. Now, Helge's doctor, who he also interviewed, said that Helge had no signs of mental illness that he could tell, but the man did speak freely about his meetings with Venusians and seemed to be constantly terrified for his safety and for the fate of humanity.
They're always naked.
I keep seeing it flapping against the plastic.
They don't think I see them adjusting, but I do.
And in the end, I don't know what to say, man. Maybe this was some kind of prank. I mean, maybe it was some spy op thing he'd gotten involved in, and they used UFOs and Venusians as a cover. Maybe it's MK Ultra. Thoughts?
None.
I'd rather hang with the space Italians.
I'm with you.
I don't know. I mean, the scenery sounds a little better.
I don't. What, staring at the Venusian dongs?
Oh, I mean, other than the little Italian dudes.
True, the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If you bring your own, dipper of maple syrup from McDonald's and they give you the pancakes, bam, you're fixed.
Do you think the Volcano Lair was, actually the name of, a club? You know how they'll call, strip clubs the library or something like that?
The Volcano Lair, and it's just talking about jism.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say about any of that because it's so fucking bizarre, and he was so earnest and, like, embarrassed about it. I mean, I do believe there was a lot of just, like, ass slamming going on. But anyway, in conclusion, I have no idea what to make of either of these stories. There is no clear gain for Simonton. And I don't know, maybe Helge was milking the benefactor for a time, but why continue once the cows dried up? It's just a very confusing couple of stories here that I dug up. So, guys, what did we learn tonight?
Well, first of all, salt your water. If those were real Italians, they would have known that.
Sure. Or give them olive oil. Maybe that's a thing. Mike?
There we go.
What did you learn?
Don't wear transparent overalls. They'll leave nothing to the imagination, and probably could also act like a still suit and collect your sweat for you to drink later.
Oh, God, man. What if they were like booties and they didn't have like leg openings? They just like turned into boots at the bottom and just kept
just start
walking around in a water balloon.
Yeah, just starts filling up with your sweat.
Oh, God.
Oh, Christ. What a terrible thing. Then there's a spigot.
Parties, I guess.
There's a spigot.
And the bad thing is somebody would pay money to watch that.
I'm going to throw up. Good Lord, that's awful. So that's our show tonight, guys.
Yeah.
2 very, very strange UFO stories.
Yes, very strange.
Goddamn, you know? I'm glad I got to do this one because I missed the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, just something fun about little Italian dudes in a flying hamburger. It's nothing fun about the Venusians, but
Are we sure it wasn't a calzone?
No, we don't.
Yeah.
It could have been a flying calzone.
Absolutely.
This whole thing could have been just an ad for Mazio's. I don't know.
Yeah.
But before we go, Mike, do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Nope, no sir. Can't think of anything.
All right, David, have you got anything you'd like to plug?
Yeah, so I'm going to get some of those transparent overalls. I'm going to wear them, and then I'm going to sell the liquid on my OnlyFans. That's what I'm going to do.
You are going to have to find a new podcast to be on then.
Dude, we need some of those overalls for Dragon Con, Kevin.
No, the fuck we don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just going to... David, do you seriously have anything you want to plug?
Nope, not really.
Okay, well, just
David water.
God.
David soup.
Fuck. Okay, I was going to plug your website, but I'm not now.
Comes in a pouch.
You are your own Capri Sun. Oh, God. Anyway, check out my stuff on Substack or on Royal Road. Look up Kevin Heyman or The Errant Apprentice. But thank you, everyone, for listening. We'll be back next week with something.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out for damn sure. If it's Distraction Hole, I'm hosting, so I got to get a game picked out. So, thank you everyone for listening. If you would like to find out more about the show, you can head to supernatpod.rocks. That is supernatpod.rocks. You can find a link to our Discord, our Patreon, our merch store, and every episode of this. And, sorry, did I say our Discord?
Yes, you said our Discord.
Shit. Okay, well, it's late. Anyway, you can find all that and every episode of this and the Distraction Hole. So, until next time, stay safe and stay frosty. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I got nothing, really.
Please help me put these overalls on. My balls are sticking to the inside of the leg. Please help.
Bork.
Bork. Christ.